1 Chronicles chapter 24. Now these are the divisions of the sons of Aaron. The sons of Aaron were Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Itamar. And Nadab and Abihu died before their father, and had no children. Therefore Eleazar and Itamar ministered as priests. Then David with Zadok of the sons of Eleazar and Abimelech of the sons of Itamar divided them according to the schedule of their service. There were more leaders found of the sons of Eleazar than of the sons of Itamar, and thus they were divided. Among the sons of Eleazar were 16 heads of their fathers' houses, and 8 heads of their fathers' houses among the sons of Itamar. Thus they were divided by lot, one group as another. For they were officials of the sanctuary and officials of the house of God, from the sons of Eleazar and from the sons of Itamar. And the scribe, Shemaiah, the son of Nethanel, one of the Levites, wrote them down before the king, the leaders, Zadok the priest, Ahimelech the son of Abiathar, and the heads of their fathers' houses of the priests and the Levites, one father's house taken for Eleazar, and one for Itamar. Now the first lot fell to Jehoiarib, the second to Jedaiah, the third to Harim, the fourth to Seorim, the fifth to Malchijah, the sixth to Mijamin, the seventh to Hakkoz, the eighth to Abijah, the ninth to Jeshua, the 12th to Jachim, the 13th to Happa, the 14th to Jeshebeab, the 15th to Bilgah, the 16th to Emer, the 17th to Hezar, the 18th to Hapizez, the 19th to Pethahiah, the 20th to Jehezekel, the 21st to Jachin, the 22nd to Gamul, the 23rd to Deliah, the 24th to Maziah. This was the schedule of their service for coming into the house of the Lord according to their ordinance by the hand of Aaron their father, as the Lord God of Israel had commanded him. And the rest of the sons of Levi, of the sons of Amram, Shubael, of the sons of Shubael, Jediah. Concerning Rehabiah, of the sons of Rehabiah, the first was Isaiah. Of the Izharites, Shelomoth. Of the sons of Shelomoth, Jahath. Of the sons of Hebron, Jeriah was the first, Amariah the second, Jehaziel the third, Jekamiam the fourth. Of the sons of Uzziel, Micah. Of the sons of Micah, Shamer. The brother of Micah, Isaiah. Of the sons of Isaiah, Zechariah. The sons of Merari, by Jaziah, were Beno, Shoham, Zukar, and Ibri. Of Mali, Eleazar, who had no sons. Of Kish, the son of Kish, Jerahmeel. Also the sons of Mushi were Mali, Eder, and Jerimoth. These were the sons of the Levites according to their fathers' houses. These also cast lots, just as their brothers, the sons of Aaron, did, in the presence of King David, Zadok, Ahimelech, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the priests and Levites. The chief fathers did just as their younger brethren. Chapter 25. Moreover, David and the captains of the army separated for the service some of the sons of Asaph, of Heman, and of Jeduthun, who should prophesy with harps, stringed instruments, and cymbals. And the number of skilled men performing their service was, of the sons of Asaph, Zukar, Joseph, Nethaniah, and Asherellah. The sons of Asaph were under the direction of Asaph, who prophesied according to the order of the king. Of Jeduthun, the sons of Jeduthun, Gedaliah, Zeri, Jeshiah, Shimei, Hashbiah, and Mattithiah. 6 under the direction of their father Jeduthun, who prophesied with the harp to give thanks and praise to the Lord. Of Heman, the sons of Heman, Bukiah, Mattaniah, Uzziel, Shebuel, Jerimoth, Hananiah, Hanani, Eliathah, Gidalti, Romati Ezah, Jeshbekasha, Maloti, Hothar, and Mahozaioth. All these were the sons of Heman, the king's seer, in the words of God, to exalt his horn, for God gave Heman 14 sons and 3 daughters. All these were under the direction of their father for the music in the house of the Lord, with cymbals, stringed instruments, and harps, for the service of the house of God. Asaph, Jeduthun, and Heman were under the authority of the king. So the number of them, with their brethren who were instructed in the songs of the Lord, all who were skillful, was 288. And they cast lots for their duty, the small as well as the great, the teacher with the student. Now the first lot for Asaph came out for Joseph. The second for Gedaliah, him with his brethren and sons, 12. The third for Zachar, his sons, his brethren, 12. The fourth for Jizri, his sons and his brethren, 12. The fifth for Nethaniah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The sixth for Bukiah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The seventh for Jesharela, his sons and his brethren, 12. The eighth for Jeshiah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The ninth for Mattaniah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 10th for Shimei, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 11th for Azrael, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 12th for Hashabiah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 13th for Shubael, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 14th for Mattithiah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 15th for Jeremoth, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 16th for Hananiah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 17th for Joshbekasha, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 18th for Hanani, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 19th for Malothi, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 20th for Eliathah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 21st for Hothar, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 22nd for Gidalti, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 23rd for Mahazioth, his sons and his brethren, 12. The 24th for Romati-Ezer, his sons and his brethren, 12. Chapter 26. Concerning the divisions of the gatekeepers, of the Korahites, Meshelemiah, the son of Kor, of the sons of Asaph. And the sons of Meshelemiah were Zechariah the firstborn, Jediael the second, Zebediah the third, Jathniel the fourth, Elam the fifth, Jehohanan the sixth, Eliehonai the seventh. Moreover, the sons of Obed-Edom were Shemaiah the firstborn, Jehozabad the second, Joah the third, Saka the fourth, Nethanel the fifth, Amiel the sixth, Issachar the seventh, Pelthai the eighth, for God blessed him. Also to Shemaiah his son were sons born who governed their fathers' houses, because they were men of great ability. The sons of Shemaiah were Othni, Rephael, Obed, Elzabad, whose brothers Elihu and Shemachiah were able men. All these were the sons of Obed-Edom. They and their sons and their brethren, able men with strength for the work, 62 of Obed-Edom. And Meshelemiah had sons and brethren, 18 able men. Also Hosah of the children of Merari had sons, Shimri the firstborn, for though he was not the firstborn, his father made him the first. Hilkiah the second, Tebaliah the third, Zechariah the fourth, all the sons and brethren of Hosah were 13. Among these were the divisions of the gatekeepers, among the chief men, having duties like their brethren, to serve in the house of the Lord. And they cast lots for each gate, the small as well as the great, according to their father's house. The lot for the east gate fell to Shelemiah. Then they cast lots for his son Zechariah, a wise counselor, and his lot came out for the north gate, to Obed-Edom the south gate, and to his sons the storehouse. To Shuppim and Hosah the lot came out for the west gate, with Shaleketh gate on the ascending highway, watchman opposite watchman. On the east were 6 Levites, on the north 4 each day. On the south, 4 each day, and for the storehouse, 2 by 2. As for the parbar on the west, there were 4 on the highway and 2 at the parbar. These were the divisions of the gatekeepers among the sons of Korah and among the sons of Merari. Of the Levites, Ahijah was over the treasuries of the house of God and over the treasuries of the dedicated things. The sons of Ladan, the descendants of the Gershonites of Ladan, heads of their fathers' houses, of Ladan the Gershonite, Jehalelel. The sons of Jehalelel, Zetham and Joel his brother, were over the treasuries of the house of the Lord. Of the Amramites, the Izharites, the Hebronites, and the Uzzielites, Shebuel the son of Gershom, the son of Moses, was overseer of the treasuries. And his brethren by Eleazar were Rehabiah his son, Jeshiah his son, Joram his son, Zikri his son, and Shelomith his son. This Shelomith and his brethren were over all the treasuries of the dedicated things, which King David and the heads of fathers' houses, the captains over thousands and hundreds, and captains over the army, had dedicated. Some of the spoils won in battle they dedicated to maintain the house of the Lord. And all that Samuel the seer, Saul the son of Kish, Abner the son of Ner, and Joab the son of Zeruiah had dedicated, every dedicated thing was under the hand of Shelomith and his brethren. Of the Izharites, Chenaniah and his sons performed duties as officials and judges over Israel outside Jerusalem. Of the Hebronites, Hashabiah and his brethren, 1,700 able men, had oversight of Israel on the west side of the Jordan for all the business of the Lord and in the service of the king. Among the Hebronites, Jerijah was the head of the Hebronites according to his genealogy of the fathers. In the 40th year of the reign of David, they were sought, and they were found among them capable men of Jazer of Gilead. And his brethren were 2,700 able men, heads of fathers' houses, whom King David made officials over the Reubenites, the Gadites, and half the tribe of Manasseh, for every matter pertaining to God and the affairs of the king. Thank you so much to everyone who's partnered with Bible 365 with Chileshe Bwalya this far. If you would like to partner with us, please reach out using the contact details on your screen. God bless you. Shalom, shalom.